How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We're going to be talking about Blink Twice. The film is directed by Zoe Kravitz. It is her directorial debut. The film tells the story of tech billionaire Slater King, who meets a cocktail waitress at his fundraising gala. He invites her to join him and his friends on a dream vacation on his private island as strange things start to happen and Frida starts questioning her reality. Now, I went into this movie kind of interested because even though the trailers for this movie kind of had me hooked, I quite frankly don't even remember what happened in the trailers, but this is going to be Zoe Kravitz's directorial debut, and I kind of wanted to see what she was going to do with this material. And for the most part, I thought she directed the hell out of this movie because you're interested in everything that is going on. You're invested in every single turn. You're trying to figure out what the mystery behind everything is going on. For some people, that might be a little bit of a turnoff because it is a bit of a slow burn. It was a bit of a slow burn for me, even though you're interested in what's actually going on. It feels like the pacing for this movie isn't quite there, and I think that is one of the weaknesses that Zoe Kravitz brought to her directorial debut, which is something that happens when you're first trying to direct a movie. You're trying to figure out how to pace your movie, trying to make sure the audience is intrigued, and for the most part, I really was intrigued every step of the way. Channing Tatum in here is absolutely golden. I think this is the best performance that I've seen Channing Tatum give because not only does he have to lead on this mystery, but at the same time, he has to convey a lot of charm and a lot of personality to get Frida on his side and not really suspect anything. He is trying to make sure that she is having a really good time. That way, she's not really focused on what's underneath the layers of everything that's going on. And this was my first time seeing Naomi Aki because I never watched the Whitney Houston biopic film. That was one that just slipped on the radar under the radar for me. But this is her movie, even though she is brought along with her friend played by Aliyah Shawkat. I do apologize if I butchered the name. For the first half of this movie, it's really her film because we're following her for a majority of the first half of this movie while seeing everything through her eyes, her trying to suspect some things a little bit off. She also has to bring a lot of emotions in here, and I thought she did a really good job of not only giving us the moments where she's a little confused, but at the same time having a really good time, to the moment where she's actually having a bit of a character shift towards the second half of this movie. And the second half of this movie is not only just hers, but it's also Adria Arjona. I do apologize if I butchered the name. I know I did, but I tried my very best. For the second half of this movie, it's hers and Adria's film as well because she is brought into it a little bit later into the film, and once some things start taking a turn for the worst, then that is where the movie begins to come a little bit stronger, and I was really impressed by her performance because I saw her in Hitman at the beginning of the summer, and I thought she was great in that movie. I thought she had a lot of charisma, a lot of charm, but in here she's able to stretch that out a little bit more and really give us her strength as an actress. And I thought she was absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to see more of her. The film is a little reliant on a couple of other films, most notably Get Out. This does feel like the female version of Get Out. Both of them go about their subject matter in a completely different way. At the core of both of these movies, Get Out and Blink Twice, they both go about their subject matter in a different way. It has the same beats, it has the same twists and turns, it has the same reveals. There are some moments here and there where it's pretty much beat for beat Get Out, just the female version of it with rich people. Even though I really enjoyed this movie, I think it's a solid movie. I thought there was a lot of horrific imagery towards the second half of the movie where you start to get some answers here and there. All the visuals that Zoe Kravitz portrayed on screen are really horrifying and disturbing. There are some things that are going to make some people want to look away. It goes in a really dark and twisted way, so people will be uneasy with the last half of this movie. But for the most part, this movie is pretty solid. I really enjoyed it. It really does capture your imagination. It definitely does keep you interested every step of the way, and you're kind of wanting to know exactly how this movie is going to pan out. But overall, I'm going to go ahead and give Blink Twice a 7 out of 10. Zoe Kravitz directed the hell out of this movie, and I thought she did great, especially the supporting characters and our main characters. But it was pretty much the same story as Get Out, just different subject matter, going in about it the different way. But those are my thoughts on Blink Twice. Have you guys checked it out? Are you planning on checking this film out? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys for the next video.